Hey everybody, Kathy here with Paint Pouring by Kathleen Miller. As I promised, I am now going to show you my pouring medium recipe. I did a creation the other day, just a test run with it, and it turned out amazing. And that will be at the end of the video so you can see it in case you missed it. However, I am all set up here, ready to go. And I want to clarify first of all that this is a pouring medium new for me. I'm sure many artists have done it in the past, but for me, it works amazing with my base paints, which is Color to Go and Color Place by Walmart. Color to Go is Sherwin-Williams. So for me, it's new. It might not be new for anybody else, but for me, it's new. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope that you can learn my new pouring medium recipe.
I do have a quick question.
Yes.
Why did you come up with this new pouring medium recipe when your original recipe works very well?
Well, because I have many subscribers and non-subscribers saying to me that they can't get the products that I use in 478, video 478, my recipe. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna have a backup recipe and try something new to see if it goes with my base paints.
And your cell activator.
And it works out perfect. And I'm sure that if they can't get one, they possibly can get the other one. So with that being said, we're gonna start. So my new baby is the Behr 8300. It's the deep base, interior, exterior, high gloss enamel. And this is very, very thick. It's untinted, and you have to stir, 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 because it's so thick. And when I start stirring, I will show everybody how thick this is.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought, how in the world is that ever going to make a pouring medium that works?
Yeah, so I mean, it is so thick.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
That's the way it's supposed to be. So, that is the first ingredient. The second ingredient is the Joe Sanja varnish. You can get this anywhere. You can get it in the small size or the big size. And I personally buy the big size because I go through it so fast. But I mean, if you don't do paintings every single day and use this recipe, you don't have to buy the big one. You can just buy the small one. So anyways, what I did, first of all, I took 8 ounces in my 8-ounce cup here of the Behr 8300. And I stirred. I included 4 tablespoons of the Joe Sanja varnish, which is this. And you can get these at the Dollar Tree. You can get a whole set of these at any Dollar Tree. I took 4 tablespoons. I incorporated that into the 8300.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not one, as I said before, if you watch my videos, I'm not one to make up a lot of pouring medium at a time, because I like to use things fresh. And I go through so much paint because I paint every day. Yeah. But it's still going to be thick.
Not as thick as one.
No.
But
it does leave a little swirly bird on the top, but it's still going to be thick. So, to mix up your pigments, the very first thing you do is you take a teaspoon of the Joe Sanja varnish and you put it into the cup. I measured this for all of you. I don't measure, I just dump. So you take a teaspoon of the Joe Sanja varnish first. You then put in your pigment, and any pigment will work. It doesn't matter which one it is.
yeah, all the brands that you use work.
Exactly.
And
Even some brands that I don't use will work.
what I do want to mention is, as you can see, Kathy is not skimpy with the pigment.
No, if it says like a quarter or a half, you can bet I'm going to just probably double that.
And that's another reason Kathy gets such vibrant results.
And you got to stir, 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 because if you don't, your pigments could be grainy, and you don't want that. See the beautiful color once you have that?
Beautiful deep color. You're getting rid of, like you say, all the graininess. It should be more liquidy.
Right.
And basically the Joe Sanja is coating or dissolving all the pigment.
Correct. Okay, so now what I did was I also measured all of this for you. I don't measure, again, I just dump. So into your pigment cup, you put 1 teaspoon of the Joe Sanja varnish into the cup. Mix your pigments.
Which you just did.
Which I just did. Now what you do is you add 3 of the tablespoons of the pouring medium. And like I said, I don't measure, so I just dump.
Which is the bare
8300 and the Joe Sanja varnish. And you stir, 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 stir. You will see the thickness.
That's usually my job.
It is. Phil does this for me, but he doesn't. He's almost at the right consistency, but he's a little bit off. So he'll say, oh, you better check this. So every time I check it, some of them are correct, some of them aren't correct, because your paint, especially when you get to your paints, because the paints are all different. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Perfect. It's just perfect.
Now, if it was a little bit thicker, you would just add a couple more drops of the Joe Sanja, correct?
Correct. But you want to leave a little trace. Just a little bit of a trace.
And that retains the colors so vibrantly.
Okay, so that's our pigment. Moving on. Now we'll just put that right in there. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the paints. And when you do the paints, you don't put the Joe Sanja in. You put your pouring medium into the cup. Again, I don't measure, but you can put the 3 tablespoons directly into the cup.
Okay, just to reiterate, with the paints, you do not start with the Joe Sanja in the bottom.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to use my tube paint, which is the golden. I'm using phthalo green today. And you can use a bigger cup if you want. These are just a little 3.25 cups. And that's all I really like.
And this works with any tube paint that you use. At least that Kathy uses anyways, yes.
And you just stir, 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 stir. This is why I have Phil help me do this. This is phthalo green by Golden. Now I can already tell that this is going to be thick. We're going to have to add some Joe Sanja. But I got to get this mixed really good first. Before I do that,
I notice you get...
okay,
try to
see
get
how thick this is?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to dump in some Joe Sanja.
Okay, just a few drops, okay.
Just to thin it. A splash. I always say a splash.
Now I notice when you stir, you try to get everything off the sides.
And your stick.
And your stick, okay.
That's what you have to do.
To get it completely mixed properly.
And like I said, you can use bigger cups. I just use this. See, it's still too thick. Just keep adding your Joe Sanja until you think you have the right consistency. And that's probably like, maybe a half a teaspoon at a time. And I'm doing this because this will give you a little bit better idea. I just dump in my Joe Sanja. Phil can tell you I'm not a measuring person.
Well, from your experience, you know the consistency that you're looking for.
Right. And sometimes I like my paints just a little bit thicker.
I think if they're thicker, and I could be wrong, but they'll retain the cells and the composition on the painting better.
Okay, now see, that's just a tad yet too thick. So I got one more little splash. So that's probably like four little teaspoons maybe.
But each one
And each paint is different.
Yes.
I mean, golden is a heavier paint than your Artist Loft. And they're just all different. So that's why I never measure. I just totally go for consistency. Okay, that's what I like.
Okay.
Leaves a trace, and it goes down into the middle. That is your acrylic golden phthalo green tube paint. Okay, now we're going to move on to the golden fluid acrylic one. And you will notice that you don't need nearly as much paint with the fluid.
Now, aren't there...
Again, you put in your pouring medium first.
Okay. Now, golden fluid acrylics, you do not want the high flow, correct?
Nope, you just want the fluid acrylic.
Okay.
Oh, this is kind of heavy. This is an old one, I think. Stick. Okay. And this is the phthalo
Oh, that's a beautiful color.
turquoise.
And usually with those golden fluids, if I'm not mistaken, you don't need a whole lot to get super coloration.
No, this came out, because this is old, this is kind of thick. They're usually more fluidy. And I'll get a new one and show everybody the difference. See, we won't need a lot of Josanja in here. But I'll go get one of my newer bottles. We'll just do another test run on this so you can see the difference, because if it's thick, you'll have to add Josanja. Almost there. But yeah, the fluids, you know, everybody says, well, the fluids are so expensive. They are expensive, but you know what? You don't need as much as a tube paint. A little bit goes a long ways.
Well, you found out that if you stick to quality products, and unfortunately those are a little more expensive, that you get the super vibrancy that you're looking for.
Okay, there we go. It just disappears.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, now I'm going to go and get a newer one to show you the difference, and I'll just make up one more for you.
While you're going, I'm going to show again. There's the Behr Premium Plus Deep Base 8300 Interior Exterior High Gloss Enamel. The Josanja Gloss Varnish that Kathy uses. So again, it's a very simple recipe. Kathy is simply showing her take on the recipe for her pouring medium.
Okay. So this is a new one. This is Permanent Violet Dark.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I can see the difference already on
Right, see how liquidy it was?
Right, and you didn't have to put very much in there.
4 drops.
Okay.
And that should be plenty for this. Yeah, look at that
Yes.
color.
From just those 4 drops.
Right. And if you want it darker, you can go darker. It's not going to hurt it. I'll show you the difference. But you got to stir, 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 stir. That's why Phil and I are up here like 4 hours when we do this.
Okay, so say you want it a little darker, then you just add...
Just add some more.
All right.
till the color that you want. Okay, look at that, just that little bit.
That made a huge difference, yes. But
Beautiful.
that's neat, then you can kind of pick the exact shade you're looking for by the number of
Drops
drops
are,
you put in, yes.
yeah. You want darker? Just add. Lighter? Don't add as much. But like I said, those bottles are expensive, but you see, you don't need much. Now, we're going to add Joe Sanja to this.
Because you wanted to thin it out a little more? Is
Yep.
that the reason? Okay.
Yes. You're always going to have to add Joe Sanja to it after you start mixing because the pouring medium is thick.
Mm.
And you just have to go till you get your consistency that you like. There you go.
Wow.
Okay, 4 different ones.
Now, I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but I'd like a recap. If you're using pigments, that's where you put a little bit of Joe Sanja in the bottom.
Okay,
And
let me
then-
recap it.
Okay.
Okay, so recapping this, I started out with my Bare 8300 for my pouring medium. I took 8 ounces of, you can double the recipe, you can do whatever you want. I took 8 ounces of the Bare 8300 and I put it in my cup and I put 4 tablespoons of Joe Sanja varnish in there. Mixed it, mixed it, mixed it, mixed it. So, next, what you do is you put probably like a teaspoon of Joe Sanja
for
varnish
pigments,
for
no?
your pigments in the cup first. Take your pigment and mix it into the liquid so that it's all mixed up. You don't want any of the powder or whatever still. Then you take your pouring medium,
Which is in the cup.
from the cup, dump it into your pigment. Mix it, mix it, mix it. And I put 3 tablespoons of pouring medium into that cup. Mixed it. If it's too thick, take your Joe Sanja, a little bit at a time, mix it until you think you have the right consistency. For the tube paints, you put your pouring medium directly into the cup. Then you take your tube paint or your fluid acrylic, put it on top of your pouring medium and mix it, mix it, mix it. If it's too thick, thin it with your Joe Sanja until you get the right consistency. Now, a little tip I'm going to give you. It's called Jowa, Jowa. If you have these sit for any amount of time, I use mine right away, so I don't have this problem. But if you don't mix it, say you don't use it for a week or a week and a half, take your Joe Sanja and take water. Just take the same amount, like take a tablespoon of that and a tablespoon of water. Just mix it together, put it in a little cup, and if it's too thick, put that in your paints.
Okay.
Because that will thin. You can just use the Joe Sanja by itself, or you don't even have to mix a Joe Sanja in water. Take a little Joe Sanja, put it in the cup, and just a little bit of water. You don't have to mix it equally, and to get your consistency back that you want. It's a little tip. So I hope all of you try this because it works amazingly. And I hope everybody enjoyed this video. And
we'll actually tack the video that convinced Kathy that this new pouring medium does wonders to the end of this video so you can see it.
yeah, and like I said, it works with my base, and I use the Sherwin-Williams and I use the Color Place. It works beautifully with both of them and my cell activator. It's perfect. So if you have any other questions, feel free to comment and leave me a comment. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Head on over to Paint Pouring by Kathleen Miller on our Facebook group. Join that. Head on over to our Paint Pouring by Kathleen Miller in our YouTube channel, and please subscribe to that. And until the next time, everybody, we love all of you. Bye. Hey everybody, Kathy here with Paint Pouring by Kathleen Miller. How is everyone today? I am really excited today, people. I am trying out a new pouring medium. So if this works, I will have a video coming up of the ingredients, and I will show you how I mix them and how I put the paints together with them, how I put the pigments together with them. So hopefully it'll turn out. I'm trying it on a 10 by 10 canvas. I already have my Color Place Antique White, no silicone, no water, no glue in it, from Walmart, and parentheses satin. So my colors that I'm trying out today are Turquoise Phthalo by Golden. This is Lucky Apple Primary Elements, Chambord Primary Elements, Bislow Piggy Ore, African Jade Primary Elements, and Quinacridone Violet by Golden. So we're going to see this new pouring medium, how it works out. If it goes along with my base and my cell activator.
Yes, that's very important for all three of those components to be matched together.
Right, so we're going to just see how this goes. You don't know until you try it. Okay, this is coming up the Lucky Apple by PE, which is Primary Elements, Color Art.
Don't forget that Kathy does have a one-on-one FaceTime session that you can purchase in the Etsy shop. You actually take the course, the session, from the comfort of your home. You have no travel expenses. You're not in a class with a lot of other people, so you get individualized attention from Kathy specifically for your needs. It's very affordable. And again, there's a link to Kathy's Etsy shop in the description box to sign up for a one-on-one FaceTime session with Kathy.
Yeah, and it's important to check the Etsy email as well as the other, what is it? It's just the Etsy email, right, that we send them a confirmation?
Yes.
Yeah, but make sure you check that because it's in there. Some people, it went to their junk mail and they did not know it. So after we contact you, you can contact me and we can talk and see what you want to do and have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Get to meet each other and
actually several people have taken several sessions
right.
On different areas that they wanted instruction on and help on. So
Correct.
It's a blast.
It is fun. Okay. Now we're going to see if this works with my cell activator, which is Oxide Black and Australian Floetrol. But first I got to pop a few of these bubbles. Just a few of them.
If you're in need of Australian Floetrol, there is a direct link to a U.S. distributor for the Australian Floetrol in the description box.
Ah. Okay. Here we go. See what we're going to get here, Phil.
Starting to get some nice cells.
Gonna let this come up and see what happens.
Yeah.
I probably could have gone a little bit deeper into the paint, but I didn't want to do that.
I think we're going to be fine. Looks like it's perfect. Give it a little time.
Oh yeah, it'll come up.
Yeah. Don't forget about Kathy's Etsy shop. Kathy has curated a bunch of supplies that she uses in her paint pouring. There's a direct link to Kathy's Amazon shop. Did I say Amazon or Etsy?
Etsy first.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, there's a direct link to Kathy's Etsy shop and Amazon shop in the description box. It's the Amazon shop that has the curated supplies that you may need for paint pouring. The Etsy shop, of course, is all Kathy's original art for sale. And it's early in the morning and my brain is not working.
I don't think so, Phil, but that's okay, because we don't usually do videos this early in the morning.
That's true. We don't.
But that's okay. Okay. So let's get started here. Look at how these are coming up.
I know.
Looks like it's probably going to work to me.
Wow. Yeah, it looks like that new pouring medium formula is working wonderfully with the paints and the pigments. Very nicely. Get the nice cells, the vibrancy, the size of the cells.
Looks like it's going to work, Phil. That's all I got to say. I'm pretty sure.
Well, we'll do a few more test runs.
Test runs and away we go.
A couple different techniques and see, make sure it works with all the different paint pouring techniques that you like to use.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Ah!
We're losing most of it.
That's okay. This is just a test. But look at this.
Oh, wow.
I mean, look at this.
That is fabulous.
This is cool. Holy moly. I would say that this works.
Yes. Look at those cells, multicolored cells, 3, 4 different colors inside the cells. Huge cells.
This is definitely working.
Yes.
Wow.
I love those colors you use too. Very nice.
I do too. Holy cow. Looks like I'm going to be doing a video and showing everybody what this is. Definitely working with my Walmart Color Place base.
Yeah, the base stayed the same. That was the Walmart Color Place.
It's working with my cell activator, which stayed the same. And it's basically just...
Oh yeah, getting that centered. Wow. Just
look at this.
It's just beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Keep it, look at, no, that's okay. Let's look at it from all the different ways.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I thought.
We've got it that way. Okay, turn it a quarter of a turn. Very, very nice. Wow, let's see. I think I kind of like it with the way it is with me with that on the bottom.
The size of these cells are absolutely amazing.
They are. Wow. And they retained such vibrant colors inside the cells too.
Holy patoli, I think I hit the jackpot. And I didn't even go to Vegas.
Oh, well.
Holy cow, I did it from
the comfort
the
of your
my
home.
home.
That's right.
So there you go, everybody. I mean, I will definitely get a video going, and you can see my new pouring medium, because it's, well, you can see it's amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to have you try this, perhaps with a bloom and so forth.
Oh,
And see how
tell
that
me
works,
about it.
because it was just...
This is amazing. I mean, it's beautiful.
It is.
It is beautiful. And head on over to Primary Elements, because these pigments are beautiful. This little piggy ore is beautiful in it. Well, even my paints, you can't go wrong on this one.
Well, I do want to mention that there are some discount codes in the description box. One is for 20% off any color art product. So there's a discount link, and the code is Kathy Miller 520, all strung together. for the nice 20% discount, and also KS Resin. There's a discount code and link in the description box for them also. So you can pick up some really nice products, save a lot of nice money, and hopefully get results like this.
Ugh, I love this. I'm absolutely in love. Like I said, I hit the jackpot. I'm happy. I'm having a good day. So it's a little early for me to go to Starbucks, but I can guarantee you I'll hit that place this afternoon to celebrate a little bit. And like I said, I will get a video up on the new pouring medium. So there we go. So I hope everybody enjoyed my little test run on this, and have a great day. Be safe, stay healthy. We love all of you, and see you later, alligators. Bye.
Take another look at this. Can you turn it with that bottom? No, no,
Oh, you want
there
this
we
way?
go. I think that's kind of the way I like it, although it can be hung,
Many ways.
you know, any of the 4 ways really.
Mm-hmm.
But it's turned out fabulous.